I mean, the doctor told me I was going to have a heart attack or stroke at any moment. I guess mindset was living. I want to live. I had such a desire. I've read stories and I've read articles about men and women that's been in horrible conditions, either in war or just plane wrecks or whatever, and they have such a strong will to live and they survive. So I had this willpower to live. Before TLC, I was 340 pounds, but I now weigh 195. Total weight loss of 145 pounds. My name is Jeff Raven. I am completely heart-whole, and I have made a total life change.
Well, you look a completely different person.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing your story. I know you go through a lot of emotions. So it's very, very emotional, but we're going to try to end it with a big smile. Is that okay? Okay, sounds good. Go ahead, Johnny.
All right, well, for those of you that didn't hear, before Jeff came out, because I know there was a lot of applause, Jeff lost 145 pounds. Jeff, let's start with your life before TLC. What was it like? I know you were struggling with weight, obviously, but you were struggling with depression. Talk to us a little bit about kind of what happened before TLC.
Before TLC, my life was really a mess. And I lived constantly. There was never a day, 7 days a week, I was in pain all day. I don't ever remember a day not being in pain. My back hurt, my legs swelled, and I couldn't breathe. I was the type of guy in the picture you seen sitting there. Actually, I was facing Lake Michigan a few years ago, and I was the guy that was always trying to find a place to sit down. I went to Walmart, I went to Kmart, I went to the store, I went to the mall, I went to Kohl's. John, I was the guy that was always looking for a chair to sit down, somewhere. Oh, I would go to the shoe department, not the shop, just to sit, because my legs were swollen. I had no breath in my body. And every night, I woke up at least 12 times a night, more sometimes, and wasn't breathing. It's a miracle of God that I even woke up at all. And I would wake up with severe pain, knowing I was getting ready to have a heart attack. And I'd sit on the side of the bed, just gasping. And I couldn't breathe. My wife would say, "You want me to take you to the ER? Let me take you." I said, "No, honey, let me just sit here, and I'll be okay." And now I'm okay.
Jeff, after you went through so much struggle, there was a moment, there was 3 special dates in your life. There was a moment where suddenly you had 3 kind of different scenarios, 3 different days that completely changed your life. The first one was where you thought you were tired, and suddenly you asked God for help, and the next thing you know, you found TLC. Talk to us a little bit about those 2 important days for you.
Prior to February the 6th, the day of 2017, the day I started TLC, a few days before, maybe 4 or 5 days before that, I just had enough. I wasn't going to hurt myself. I wasn't going to do anything like that, because I believe in God and I believe in heaven. But I just said, "God, please just take me in my sleep. Please, God, let me go." I couldn't live like that anymore. I said, "That's it, God. I'm done. Just take me." But I believed in God. I have pastored 2 churches in my life, my wife and I. And all the preaching I have done, I can't just preach to the people, but I gotta live it too. So a scripture came to my heart and my mind on February the 4th of 2017. From Jude, verse 22. And of some having compassion, making a difference. I thought, what are you speaking to me, Lord? And I didn't realize that, and that scripture really didn't take place, fulfillment, until a little bit later, being a life changer. But so that day, I lifted my heart. I couldn't even get out of bed. I said, Lord, just let me live. Let me live. I don't want to die. I want to live. There's a purpose. Why are you bringing that scripture to me, God? Why are you bringing it back? The scriptures I have preached to other people, that I've talked to other people about, that I have read myself. Why, God? I was crying. I was reaching out. The only place, yes, my family was there. I know that. My wife never gave up. She said, you can do this. You can make it. But I never gave up as far as my family goes. But I was just giving up on life. The will to live. I lost the will to live. But I reached up to God on February the 4th. And I said, God, show me something. Show me a way that I could live again. Because like he said, I was not living life. I was just existing in life. So that was February the 4th. The very next day, February the 5th, Stephen, our son, came to me where I cleaned commercial medical buildings, self-employed. And he came to me, met me in the parking lot. And Stephen put his finger, not hard, not mean, just lovingly, right there in my chest, and said, Dad, give me 30 days. Give TLC 30 days. That's all I'm asking. Is 30 days. I said, Stephen, I'm done. I hadn't told him. I hadn't even spoken to my wife. I said, Stephen, I'm done. I can't. We were crying, me and him both. And we just, all of a sudden, all of a sudden, that prayer came to me. I just prayed the day before. And I reached and grabbed my son and hugged him. And we cried and embraced, and I said, I'll do it. I'll do 30 days.
Yes. So, Jeff, you said something to me yesterday that was so profound. You mentioned to me that we say all the time, God, family, TLC, right? But the way we say it is, put that, in that order in your life. Prioritize, right? God first, then your family, then TLC, right? And what you said to me yesterday, which really struck me, I think I've thought about it 100 times since. You said to me, John, do you understand what God, family, and TLC means? And I said, yes. And then you said, let me tell you what I think it means. On February 4th, I prayed to God. On February 5th, my family approached me. And on February 6th, I started TLC. I wanted to share that with you guys. A little bit of a different perspective, and I think that is a miracle. That's not a coincidence.
In that order.
Yes, in that order. Yes, he did tell me that yesterday. Your wife Tracy has been very supportive of you this whole entire time, right? Yes. She looks out for the deals and for the Fun Friday BOGOs, and she's trying to make sure you always have a product and never run out.
That's right.
Right? All right. Rosa, go ahead.
Yeah, he was mentioning how she always gets the deals and makes sure that there's always enough in the cabinet. So if, for some reason, they will always have TLC product. It doesn't matter what. So, Jeff, you already made us all cry. So we always have to look, and I said, we got to end it with a big smile. So yesterday he was sharing a little bit of, people that went through a lot, people that go through a lot for so many years due to, a weight. They have a lot of things that they're not able to do. And that they wish they were able to do. They just don't say, or they don't talk, or sometimes they don't just share that. But there was something that you were able to accomplish in the last 2 months, if I'm not making a mistake. And I had a lot of fun sharing that story. So could you share that with everybody?
Yeah, 6 years old, I had a very traumatic thing, traumatic issues in my life. Losing the man that I worshiped, the ground that he walked on, my grandpa. And so food has always been my comfort. It's always been, something I could run to. Yes, I was addicted to food. I was addicted to sugar because I found comfort there. And I've been that way since 6. So I love to swim. Oh, I love to swim. My mom could not swim. And so she made sure me and my brother could swim. She took his swimming lessons, had us give him swimming lessons. So ever since then, and I know I'm going to lead up to that, so I'm trying not to be too long, but I remember taking those lessons my mom paid for. And I remember, I had to pass the class, you had to jump in the water. You was in the water doing different things, but you had to dive in. I went through the whole course and couldn't dive in. I was too fearful because I thought I'd drown. But the last day I did. And so since that day, I have loved to swim. I love it. I mean, I can stay hours in the water. I can become a fish. But so I have never been down a water slide. I've swam. I've got in the pool. I love it. I mean, living in Florida, I love to go to the ocean. I got to watch out for the shark's house because the sharks are in there. But I love to go and swim. So just a few weeks ago, we went to a resort in Orlando, Kissimmee, just out of Orlando, Florida. And there's a water slide. And Stephen and, of course, my wife and my daughter-in-law, my wonderful 3 grandchildren, Joshua, Aaron, and Daniel, they wanted me to go down a water slide, and I had never in my whole life gone on a water slide. And so they kept saying, Papa, come on. The boys just said, Papa, come on, Papa, come on. I mean, my chest was a pound, and I could just feel it. I was getting nervous. I mean, I'm out there getting ready to get in the water, and I'm getting sweaty all over because I'm just scared. And so I said, okay, let's go up the steps. So I went up the steps. And as I told Rosa yesterday, I stood there for probably at least 20 minutes. And those boys...
20 minutes is a long time. I can only imagine the grandkids. Grandpa, you're just going to do it or not.
And I'm seeing that water, it's forceful. And they kept saying, Papa, just sit right here. And I told that guy that, that's there watching this, and I said, I'm just scared. I'm 53, but I'm scared to go down that thing. And so I sat down, and the boys were behind me, and they said, go, Papa. Go, Papa. And you know what? Hearing Papa said to me puts a heartbeat in me. That's my grandsons. And so I said, okay, boys, I'm going. And I let it go. And I went down that water slide. And my son Stephen was there in the water. He was taking pictures as it goes down. I gave it to Rosa, the pictures. And there I went down and I splashed in the water. And excitement was all over me. I was excited because I was alive. I was no longer existing, but I was alive. And they said, Papa, go again. Oh, I said, really? I can go again? And we just kept going and going and going. And I so enjoyed it. And I learned something. I may not dance like Jay Atchison, but I got my shouting shoes on. TLC, baby. I got my shouting dancing shoes on. Maybe not like him, but I got mine on stage.
All right, Jack, you are an inspiration to so many are inspiring to say the least. Last question, okay, and then we're going to let our next contestant come up. You said something to me, and we've talked about this a few times today, about how important it is to attend events and get recharged and all the feelings that you get at a TLC event. You told us yesterday that you really didn't truly start sharing TLC until January of this year, and you said there was that Orlando event, which by the way was the kickoff event for the You'll Feel It tour this year. Yeah. That event made you decide you were going all in and you were sharing this with the world. So talk to us a little about what exactly at that event made you decide that this was it for you.
Well, there was just so much love amongst TLC family. Because I shared with them, I'll just say this, but I may have lost friends and some associates because I'm with TLC, but I've got you. So I'm home. So I'm home amongst family. I'm home. I have them, I have Rose, I have John, I have all of you. And I love each one of you with the deepest part of my heart. I love each one of you. I love all of you. John means the world to me. Rose, Jack, and all of you. I just love you. I may have lose people, but I've gained more than I've lost. And I have TLC with me now. And so that Orlando event was amazing. The power that was in that room. I mean power. The power of what? God, family, and TLC. The love that you showed me. Love can conquer all things. Yes. And of course, my wife, she's the matriarch. She's the one leading the drive here amongst TLC and our family. She may not be live like I do and do all these lives, but I get out there and walk, I do it. But she found the deals. There's a deal. My wife's a deal maker. And so 30-33 came resistance. So it changed my life. I started, I've been on the solution kit. Well, I started on that kit. And then that NRG just set me on fire. And then something clicked in me. Because all this time at Orlando, I had lost 100 pounds. And now I'm 145. But there, I thought, who did that? I'm excited. But listen, there, I realized something. All this time, I wanted to live. I prayed that I could live. And I wanted to live. Yeah, I can hear it in my heart. In Orlando, I finally got it. I'm alive. I'm living life, not existing. And so that point changed me. I had a life changer under me, one person, all the time, just about from the beginning. But now I'm building more, and what I'm reaching out. There's many preachers and pastors and evangelists, and there's families. I've got clients that 400 pounds and can't work, can't breathe, and children 11 years old, 220 pounds. Listen, there is women, men, and children out there that need what I've got. Yeah. What do I have? I've got TLC, and I need to share it. And that is the desire in my heart. That scripture that God told me, come back to me in Orlando, and I'm to make a difference. God spoke that to me in my heart and said, make a difference now. You made it, you're alive, now go change the world.